What's up, everybody? Just like that, we are on day 60 of the Path to MDI vlog. So for folks who are just coming for the first time, I thank you for being here. If you've been following me for a while, thank you extra much from the bottom of my heart for being here. Big thank you. I think that I never imagined that I'd actually keep this up for pretty much every day for 2 months straight, but it's been, especially in quarantine, it's been a great thing to keep up with, a great way to feel like I'm sharing my story and keeping up with people. Even if not a whole lot of people are watching right now, it does feel great to have almost a second journal of sorts where I can share this aspect of my life. So again, whether you're a first-time viewer or someone who's been checking in throughout my journey, thank you so much for watching. As for tonight, I spent a good portion of the night playing The Division. It was my raid night for my guild, and so my Mythic Plus team was not online, so I took it as another night to kind of relax and recuperate, and just didn't really feel like logging into WoW, and I think that's fine. As I was saying the other day, it's good to be able to take breaks. It looks like a couple of the guys in my group got a couple pieces of loot, which is awesome. I managed to log in and get a plus 12 done on my warrior, which means I'll get some 470 loot for that character, which is good. It's going to put that character in an even better spot. The only thing was because I couldn't get into a 15, I tried queuing for for several over the course of like half an hour. I won't be able to get as much residuum as I would normally. So that's a little bit of a setback, but I think it's okay. I can spend the next week focusing on it and then making sure next week is even better. I think, what else? Yeah, I think tonight was mostly just a chill night. There's not every night makes sense to get in the game and do everything you need to. I do think that it's important to at least do the basics. So just in the same way on Saturdays or Sundays or whatever, theoretically as a kid, not all of adults do this, but you're supposed to get your chores done before you do the stuff that you want to, right? So I still logged in, did my dailies, even though I didn't really feel like doing it, got them done. All of them, including the daily vision. And so even then, for the rest of the night, if I don't necessarily do a key because we can't practice, I've still done what I need to do to keep my character up to date and as far along as she can be at this point in time. So I think that's true for anyone aspiring to be a pro gamer. If you're doing Magic the Gathering Arena and you have daily quests you need to do for that, then you get those done. Even if you only have time for 5 or 10 games, you can still log in, get the free gold, and use that to enter a booster draft. And WoW, if you don't have time to run keys, you can still prepare yourself with the things that are more urgent. Like dailies, if you don't do them, expire, and you miss out on a whole day of currency that you can use to progress in visions, right? Whereas you could, if you did that all week and then ran 15, 20 keys on a Saturday, you could theoretically be in the same place as if you did your dungeons or did your dailies every day and then did 2 or 3 dungeons every night. It ends up being the same. So there's a focus on, and it was in an article I read today about prioritizing on urgency versus priority, right? So doing keys and getting keys, practicing on keys is more important, but there are some dependencies there, right? Like with no group online, is there a lot of value in me running keys that I have a lot of experience doing already with random people? I mean, I could always get better, but the fact of the matter is pugs often go wrong and they don't run the key the same way you do with your group. So you're not really getting in the practice you want to. So tomorrow's reset day though, so we can send ourselves into a new week, hopefully well prepared to do even better than we did this past week. We're running 14s in time. I think the big thing is now that if people have gotten a couple more pieces of loot from the raid, we really need to push and focus on not making mistakes. Because we technically already had good enough gear to do 15s last week, and we just weren't really getting them done. Not on time anyway. So I think that's it for me for tonight. Again, it was another recovery night, and I just want to stress the importance of that. So whether you're out there working on something like this, trying to grow your stream, trying to start a business, even just trying to keep up with your normal job that you're lucky enough to have kept remotely, if you're one of the lucky few that has, burnout is real. You shouldn't feel guilty for not overworking yourself. I think Americans in particular look at work as a way to cope with change, and especially negative change. It's a source of identity and a way to make time pass. But I think it's also important to learn to be able to spend time with yourself and do so in a healthy way and give yourself time to recharge and recuperate so you can come back stronger at your goal tomorrow. So a little bit of a repeat of content from over the weekend, but I hope repeating it helps people understand how important recovery is to accomplishing your goals, and it's not just grind, grind, grind. So thanks so much for watching, and I will be back tomorrow.